I remember my coming into the NFL, one of the biggest challenges for me was like kind of like finding my like professionalism in a sense. I was such a leader on my team at Cincinnati. At least I felt like I was like the main one and the voice of the team. And when I got to Kansas City, there was guys that had just been perennial Pro Bowlers and guys that had already had that culture set. And then on top of that, Coach Reed, and I struggled trying to find my lane and like really like feeling like I could give a piece to the team or like find a role on the team. Was there anything like that happened to you early on, knowing that it all happened so fast?
For sure. And like you come in as a rookie and like you said, like you're trying to figure out a new environment, new teammates. Like you don't want to say too much. You don't want to say too little. And it's just so hard. But like in my scenario, and obviously you guys too, like you're already highly thought of. Like people are turning to you to like be something or be someone. So it's hard. Like you're trying to get your feet wet, but also not do too much. And I think that's kind of what I struggled in early on is like, I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say it. I don't know how they're going to react.
For not knowing, you nailed it.
But also like I had a lot of really good vets around me too. So I feel very grateful for that. And we had a fairly young team too. So like people had been through it fairly recently. So they knew how I felt. But like, I feel like that definitely is a huge challenge. And that goes for whatever professional sport. Like you're trying to learn, but also people are looking at you like you got to perform and like be what they drafted you to be. And that can be tough. Yeah.
I remember, Jason, you got tossed into the fire early your rookie year. And especially because you guys didn't even have off-season workouts. Yeah.
So we missed the whole off-season workout. And if you weren't a first or second day pick, you didn't get the playbook. So I got the playbook like 2 days before training camp. So we just started right from there. But that was one thing you mentioned, the vets. And I think, you know, for me at least, there was a lot. Some vets were incredible. Some of the vets, obviously you're competing for jobs. So there's a little bit there, but you lean so much as a young player on your vets, and you lean so much from like, even just like in Philly, there's so many great players that played for the Eagles that like Harold Carmichael, who was a legendary Philadelphia Eagle, was like always around and willing to lend advice or anything. Did you have many former players or current players like reach out to you that really helped you in transitioning into the WNBA?
Yeah, there was, quite a few. Somebody that comes to the top of my head is Tamika Catchings, who was an MVP in the WNBA.
Yep.
Yeah.
She won their championship here. I want to say 2012 when the Fever won their championship. She was like what made the Indiana Fever really good. Like that was our prime. That was when we were really good. And then after Tamika retired, the Fever kind of went down a little bit, as every team does once your, franchise player retires and moves away from basketball. And she's still really big here in the Indianapolis community. And she was one of the first people to text me after I got picked and still checks in on me. So it's cool.
Awesome.
It's like somebody that's not in your building every single day, but means so much to your community and to the organization. And to have that, like, she's like a legend. Her numbers up in the rafters. Like that's somebody I idolized and looked up to. And for her to just take, 2 seconds to check in on me and see how I'm doing. And that's obviously really special. So I would certainly say her. And we still have that relationship and it's still growing, and she still comes around now and then, and her championship trophy that she won like sits in our locker room. It's like right next to my locker. I'm like, great. The coaches probably placed that down.
Yeah, right. Hey, no pressure.
Yeah. So I have to look at it every day.
These are the shoes.
It's got like its own like glass case. I'm like, great.
Oh yeah, better. Hell yeah, better. Just a little motivation. This is what we're working for.
No doubt.
Absolutely. So, but yeah.
We were not drafted in the first round. What was it like being a first round pick?
Oh, well,
or
I felt
the first pick.
So it's crazy. Like because of COVID, I could have actually gone back to school for a 5th year.
What were you considering that?
Well, early on, yes.
It looked like you were having a good old time over there in Iowa.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. It looked like you were having a good time.
It's college. Like you're there with your friends and like the game's just easier. Like it's just how it is. And you don't want that chapter of your life to end. Like it's fun. You do fun things. You guys know how it is. And it's easygoing and whatever.
When I imagine that decision's probably made even harder now that there is on NIL. Like when Travis and I played, like there was no ability to make any money. Now it's obviously like way different.
I got to
100%.
capitalize on this check.
But yeah, so I was like kind of considering that, but then I got to the point where I was like, yeah, I'm totally leaving. Like I know this is going to be the end for me. Just like I felt very content in that. And then obviously like I had a very good feel that I was probably going to be the first pick, but like you're still sitting there and like everybody gets nervous and jittery, no matter where you're projected or what you're going to be. Like this is a moment you've always dreamed of as a kid.
Oh, Jason was a train wreck. Are you kidding me? He was, guy was pacing back and forth in the room.
Yeah. Like how did you guys feel going into the draft?
I knew, I guess Travis, do you want to, I guess I'll go first. We'll go chronological. I'll go first, then you go. All right.
All right.
So first day, I wasn't doing anything because I knew I wasn't going to get drafted in the first round. I was just like, man, this is cool watching the draft. Second day for I think the later round guys, you have your agent is like taking any inkling of like positivity he can. So he's like, there's a chance you'll go in the third round, even though there's no chance you're going to go in the third round. So I'm like watching that. I'm like, all right. But the third day, Trav, mom and dad, Uncle Don, we all went bowling because I didn't want to sit there and watch it go by and watch a bunch of people get picked that like, it's like just pissed me off even more. So it's like, all right, I'll just go bowling, ignore it. And somebody will call me at some point. We finished bowling and I still hadn't got a call. So it was super awkward. It was like, all right, let's just go back to the house.
We paid for the 2 hours.
Yeah. Well, we did the 2 hours.
Do we keep fucking rolling these
things? The third day was still
drafted?
going. Yeah. So it was like the sixth round. We went back to my house and then, finally got a call from a 610 number, I believe it was. Or was it 215? I think it was, it might have been 215. Either way, Philadelphia area code popped up. And so it all kind of went down there. Dad came rushing in crying. There's nothing better than, and then you can hear when it finally, because I was in a separate room and they were all in the living room kind of watching on TV. Mm-hmm. And I was still on the phone. And then I knew when they all knew because they all started cheering in the living room. Mm-hmm. So that was exciting, but it was nerve wracking until the moment you get picked. And then it's like, you forget about all the other crap. You're just like, I'm in the NFL now.
Yeah. My situation was a little different because I did have the year that I missed playing, but that ended up being the year that I switched into the tight end room. So it was a perfect match for me. That's when I really thought that, oh, wow, I actually love this game. Like before I was just back there playing the old backyard sport. Now I I don't know. I felt like I could give more to the game, give more to the team. I was in Pittsburgh because that's where my agent was, had all the friends and family out. I knew first round wasn't there, but I always thought in the back of my mind, I could, like all the tight ends that were going to get drafted, I could play with those guys. I might not have shown on film that I'm better than them, but I know that I've shown that I could play in the NFL just as much as they can. Yeah, I ended up just getting kind of like Jason said, getting told that maybe second round here, if this guy doesn't get picked, they're thinking about you. And finally got a call from a Missouri number thinking I was going to St. Louis because I had no idea that Kansas City was even in Missouri. And from there, it was Coach Reed on the phone telling me, you better not mess this up.
You didn't?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I almost did a few times.
How many rounds are there in the NFL draft? What, like?
So there's 7 now.
7?
Yeah. It's been 7 for a long time. There used to be like something crazy.
Yeah. It used to be.
It's like the MLB where they had like 1,000 rounds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Insane.
But yeah, now it's 7 and then undrafted. And really, once it gets to like this later rounds, sometimes it's better to even be undrafted.
Yeah. So you can just try to pick a good situation to go to.
Exactly. Yeah. You get autonomy in that. But yeah, what was harder? High school, college, or going from college to the pros?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Well, my high school to college transition was so weird because it was COVID. So like, I didn't even know when I was going to go to college. It's like, I didn't even like technically graduate high school. Like I did obviously, but like I didn't ever walk really. We had like an outdoor thing, but other than that, like it was so weird. And then like 2 weeks before they're like, we're in the summer and Iowa was like, yeah, like we want you to come to campus. And literally the only people there were like us and the football team in men's basketball.
Wow.
It was so weird. Like in the dorms, it was literally just athletes in the dorms, no RAs. It was like a huge like mansion with just college kids running wild.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds so much fun.
It was,
sign me up.
It was a bit concerning, but it was also it was a lot of fun. I don't know if they knew that. I still don't think they know that was the situation. At least that was the situation where on a few floors that I was near, but it was a good time, honestly. And
nice.
It was just so weird. Like I didn't have that normal college experience. Like I think my first semester, like I was taking everything online, just trying not to get COVID because we were testing every day and just trying to play. And
Gosh, thank God we're out of that.
I know. Mess. So just kind of crazy. And then obviously going from college to the pros, I think it's just like the time span. That's just what's so weird about it. It's just so short and condensed. Like you don't have much time, but
yeah.
At that point, it is what it is. Everybody has to deal with the same thing. So that's what I told myself is like, there's no point in complaining. Everybody's dealing with it. It's not any different.
It's a good mindset to have.
Yeah.
What's your welcome to the WNBA moment, if you could have one?
Ooh.
Welcome to the W.
I tell people this. It was early on. I want to say it was like our 10th game of the year. We're playing in New York versus Liberty, who ended up winning the championship this year.
Yep.
And somebody set a screen on me and like I hit my ear like just perfect on the girl where like my eardrum popped and like ruptured. Ooh. And I knew it right away because I've done it before. And I was just like, it hurts so bad. I don't know if you guys have ever done that, but
I've done it. How did you do it before? Can I guess? I was
guess. It was very Midwestern.
You did it in water. In water. Something correct. With water.
I got launched off a tube.
Why did you just get so excited? What are you, some brainiac?
That's how I did mine. I went off the diving board and tried to do as many flips as I could and smack my side of my head in the Heights High School swimming pool.
Yeah. Jason was a male swim cadet, so he had to be
This wasn't during swim cadet. Don't put me on blast like that, Travis.
That's funny. But yeah, I got launched off a tube in the middle of a lake. I was like underwater. I'm like, am I okay?
That's some Midwest stuff right there.
But yeah, so that was my welcome to the W moment.
Wait, so when you pop your drum, what happens to that?
There's like not really much you can do. It takes like months to heal. So like after the season, the doctor had to like go back in and look and see if it closed. And if it doesn't close, you have to have like a minor procedure. But lucky enough, it closed, so I was fine. But
oh, thank gosh.
Yeah, you have to like be careful about like getting water in there. You can't go in lakes and pools. Like it's weird. Sometimes it'll bleed when it pops, but mine didn't, thankfully. So yeah, it's just really annoying. Like your hearing is like really off. And Jason, you're probably noticed, like your hearing's just kind of off for like a few weeks.
Yeah, it's like muffled and just like feels weird for sure. What because you brought this up because you're from the Midwest. I love the fact that you hurt your ear tubing. Are you a lakes or are you an ocean?
We're big. Where are you at? We're pro get
Kylie's
outside.
Big time ocean, and I
love both. It's hard because like my family would always vacation down to Florida, like that's for spring break. Like that's what we would do. I'd go with my cousins. So like we loved the beach. My parents are beach people, but like you just grow up around lakes in the Midwest. Like that's what you do.
What beach down there in Florida?
St. Pete's.
St. Pete's. Nice. We were Marco Island.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was our spot, but I love lakes and they're just easier. And I'm not as scared going in the water. Like I'm not going tubing in the ocean.
For sure. I don't know what's down there.
I'm not messing with that salt water.
Exactly. In a lake, you feel a little more confident. But yeah.
Was a snake going to get me?
How about you guys?
Doubt it. I'm a lake guy for sure.
Yeah. I mean, like you said, I like both. We have a shore town in Jersey. They call it the Shore.
Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore. Not the North Jersey Shore. Don't show. We're South Jersey. We're civilized down there in South Jersey.
All the shores over there in Jersey are the same. Every last one of them.
He's trying to hype one up over the other.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do love the shore. I love the ocean. And we grew up going to Florida, but there's just something about lakes. And in particular, I like 4-season lakes. I like when the lake freezes over. We played hockey growing up. I like going on snowmobiles. I like the summers. I like hiking. Like I think there's so much.
Big hiker.
All right. I have been hiking and I enjoy it.
That's his new hobby. He had to pick it up.
I didn't know you were a hike. Well, you did. You've hiked Mount Kilimanjaro.
That's right. I'm lighter now.
He's a retired athlete. He just picks up hobbies.
God. All right. We don't need to put me on blast. All right. Here we go.